Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. Listen, I love you. Praise God for you. I pray for you. And y'all crack me up just crazy. Rickey, today's song is, of course, Ricky Dillard. Ricky Dillard. Hey, he got a great first name, so you know he got to be cold-blooded. Ricky Dillard does a thing called Amazing, which he basically just talks about how God is so mind-blowing. God is so amazing. No wonder the scripture says, now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or imagine. See, that's how amazing God is. God, every now and then, can do some stuff that you never asked for. God can do stuff that you never prayed about, that you never imagined or thought about, because God is amazing. And whatever else I've discovered, since God is amazing, every now and then God throws a surprise party in our honor, and that surprise party in our honor, God shouts surprise and makes a way out of no way. Surprise, and opens up a door we did not even knock on. Surprise, and before you know it, a provision is made that you didn't even see coming. Surprise. God will throw you a surprise party because God is amazing. So don't you give up. You keep looking up and watch God pull up, come through, and shout surprise, because God is amazing.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
On the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all got the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is brought to you by the Capital One Venture X card. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details. Good morning, radio family. Here's what's happening in news. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett of Texas is openly criticizing Elon Musk and his position as head of the Department of Government Efficiency, still questioning what the agency really does. In a recent interview with MSNBC, she also shared her thoughts on President Trump being back in the White House.
Let me tell you, we have a thug in charge of the United States. And if we don't wake up, we may not have a United States, because right now he has only been successful in being a divider in chief.
Crockett added that there are a number of GOP lawmakers hopeful for Elon Musk to fall.
Can I tell you that Republicans want to see Elon go down? I can. Now, will they come out publicly and say that? No, because they're concerned about whether or not he'll spend money in their next elections. But there are some. But I need them to understand that this is their time to rise up and do what is right. This is the time to honor the oath that we all took.
Yeah. In other news, a judge on Monday ordered the acquittal of a former Georgia prosecutor on one of the two misconduct charges against her, ruling that prosecutors at her trial failed to present any evidence that she obstructed a police investigation of the 2020 killing of Ahmaud Arbery. Former District Attorney Jackie Johnson testified in her case on Tuesday, becoming emotional as she maintained her innocence. She currently faces a felony charge of violating her oath of office. The remaining witnesses in the trial are expected to testify today. Lastly, and this is very important, check your refrigerators, your freezers. Broccoli sold at Walmart in 20 states is now the subject of a possible deadly recall, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Yeah, late last year, a voluntary recall and product warning for market-side broccoli florets was announced for washed and ready-to-eat 12-ounce bags.
Not the florets.
Yeah, the florets, child.
In a notice, that in a way.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah. So in a notice published on January 27th, the FDA labeled this a Class 1 recall. That is the highest recall risk level issued by the agency, as it can potentially lead to death. So get those products out of your freezer if you have them. I'm Maria Moore, and those are a few of the lead stories trending on the front page. For more news and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now it's time for an update on sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
But shiggity, the only thing that's bigger than the Super Bowl right now is the Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis trade that is still baffling everybody. Luka had his first press conference as a L.A. Laker and shared his thoughts on the trade.
That's their decision, so I have no comment on that. They made the decision. I don't know why. But that's their decision, so I can't do nothing about it.
LeBron James, just like most of us, thought it was all somebody playing around on the internet.
I was out with my family at dinner and got the news, and first time I heard it, I thought it was for sure fake. I thought it was a hoax.
And now there's some rumors out there that Kevin Durant may be getting traded out of Phoenix. And Golden State Warriors may be the team, but then Golden State came out and said, no, we're not interested in bringing Kevin Durant back to the Golden State Warriors. But a lot of shakeups, a lot of moving around in the NBA around this time.
I know some barbers trying to get Kevin Durant.
You know what? He finally cut his hair down a little bit. I saw, yeah, man.
Good.
Like, last week I saw him playing in the game. It was finally a clean fade for once.
Brushed and put on a wave tail, do right.
Yes, sir.
Some MERS grease.
We making progress, K. Diesel. All right, man. That's my sports report for this morning. Bring it to Tat. What you got coming up next?
Lil Wayne has an announcement to make, and I'm going to share it with you up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it's about another hour, y'all. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get right off into it. Well, y'all, as we know, the big game is this Sunday in New Orleans, and Lil Wayne has made this announcement. Well, he made it yesterday, and here's what he had to say.
Y'all know I'm not going to be there this week, which means I guess there's a seat to fill. Shout out to New Orleans, but I've been working on something very special. I got something exciting coming for you Thursday, the 6th. Till then, I'm just chilling.
What y'all think it is?
I don't know.
You're going to show up to the Super Bowl?
Right.
You think so?
New album.
Yeah. New album. I think new album, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got him motivated.
Yeah, me too. I wonder what made him want to put it out around this time, though.
Because this is a good time to put it out. You know, speculation that, he didn't get, he kind of got snubbed, so here's something for his fans.
Yep. And he'd been promising an album for a while, so I think he finally just made him put the date on it.
Well, that's good.
But when they had the Super Bowl in Atlanta, they didn't have no Atlanta artists on. They had Maroon 5 perform, so Atlanta artists kind of got snubbed in their city, too.
Didn't Big Boy perform?
Yeah, somebody from Atlanta.
They had somebody come out?
Yeah, I believe it was Big Boy.
Yeah.
Did a feature?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you watch it, Kate?
I don't remember him coming out.
Yeah.
I just remember Maroon 5 was like the headliner.
Yeah. Well, y'all moving on. Go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say they had Jamario standing to the side.
You know what?
Wait a minute.
You're so stupid. Y'all, Killer Mike is suing over last year's Grammy, the arrest when he was arrested at the Grammys, and he's blaming the private security services who were hired to work the event. In a lawsuit, he says he was stopped by security on his way to the red carpet for photos and interviews. And despite winning a bunch of awards and having all the necessary credentials to access the secured area, Killer Mike says the two companies that were hired to do security gave their employees way too much power. He says that's what led to him being unlawfully placed under citizen's arrest under false pretenses. He also says security physically assaulted and battered him by putting their hands on him and restraining him in full view for everyone to see. He was put in jail for hours, and that caused him to miss out on presenting an award. And he says all that caused him emotional distress and public humiliation, and he is suing for security. He's suing the security company for damages. So I'm not mad at him. I don't know what happened, but they ain't had to put their hands on him and embarrass him and do all the stuff that they did because everybody saw, and everybody's like, dang, what happened to Killer Mike? So I'm glad that he's not just sitting down taking this lightly, because I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Pay me.
Good thing. The good thing when you have money, you could sue. You could have the money to file a lawsuit.
Even when you don't have money, if people know, if the lawyer know what happened to you and they feel like you got a good case and they gonna get some money too, they'll take that case. Absolutely. We're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note because we got a little time constraint. Damon came on and said nothing to me yet, but I'm sure he will. For more information on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBC. You know who we repping today, Rock T?
We got to rep St. Augustine. Bringing it tat. That's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Pimpin'.
What you got, Brat?
Well, a woman came to a shocking realization after noticing various items in her house starting to mysteriously change colors. She went on Reddit to check out cleaning tips from people that might know why everything in her house was turning green. She explained that she first noticed that her cat's fur was taking on a greenish tint before seeing that her bed sheets, couch, phone charger, and wall had also changed colors. She initially thought it was due to mold or her laundry detergent pods, but eventually she tested those theories and decided that couldn't be the cause. Reddit users suggested it could be caused by the cats getting into mysterious green material and leaving it on her furniture. So the woman tracked her cat's movements, took them to the vet, flipped her furniture, had her water and AC checked, had somebody check for mold, changed her bedding, and even consulted her doctor. But none of those turned out to be the option. Someone suggested that the discoloration could be caused by a new pair of Old Navy jeans because they stain everything. Someone commented saying, imagine this is how you discover he's having an affair with some Old Navy wearing jeans woman. Unfortunately, this turned out to be the truth. Oh my God, the woman admitted that she already had a suspicion that her husband was having an affair. And as she spiraled, she checked her husband's phone and discovered some sexy Instagram DMs from a woman who wears the Old Navy jeans.
Oh. So the cat was her husband was having a woman at the house?
Yes, her final conclusion was that the staining appeared to be caused by the affected objects, including the cat coming in contact with the bed sheets. Oh. So I guess the jeans.
So was he taking the cat over her house? Or was he the chick coming in their house and she had on some Old Navy jeans on?
I believe that the woman was coming to her house
with the Old Navy jeans on.
Yeah.
Who cheat with somebody who wear Old Navy jeans? That's my question.
And why don't you wash them first? People you don't wash your stuff first when
Not
you
all
get
the
it?
time.
No. Jeans?
Nothing.
No.
It's new.
It's new, but the jeans stain stuff.
Yeah,
So you wash them a couple times, like especially you don't want to wear them
Take
in
a
your
good
car.
shower and scrub. But we putting black people, we ain't washing them. We washing them jeans now. We putting them jeans on.
Exactly. I don't wash no jeans. I don't never wash no jeans on. Unless they old ones.
No, them new ones will stain your stuff up, especially if you got light seats on your car.
Well,
Now they will do that.
Ooh.
They will mess up your light seats in your car.
And like when you go fishing, you can't wear jeans on a boat because once jeans get wet, they stain the seats on the boat. That's a whole boater's thing. Yep.
It is.
Yep.
It is.
That's crazy. Yeah. Too bad the man got caught.
Not too bad he got caught. That's bad. He was cheat too. I feel sorry for the
I ain't mean it like that.
Yes, you did.
No, I promise to God.
Too bad the man got caught.
Like, why are you taking a cat over there to get the cat?
Get the cat out.
And now, another Black History Spotlight. The year was 1874, and a group of runaway field hands were escaping. They were running through a deep Mississippi forest at night, stopping to get some rest. A couple of young ladies, Vivian and Lola, had made a fire and heated up a small pot of bee honey to use for medicinal purposes. Now, when they were then startled by the sound of what sounded like a wild animal, they froze in place, and one of the cups of hot honey spilled into the exposed lap of Vivian and was so messy they had to wait until it cooled off. Man. Then her friend Lola slowly peeled it away from her most private area, leaving it barren. Thus, they are credited with performing the earliest known version of what's now called the modern-day Brazilian wax. On this day in Black history.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. The prayer warriors are definitely being solicited, Ricky, for this family, y'all. The Michael Jordan family. That's Michael and the beautiful Juanita Jordan, his ex-wife. And now, if y'all haven't heard, it's being reported out that his son, Marcus Jordan, was arrested recently, y'all, on DUI and drug possession charges in Maitland, Florida. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the body cam footage from his arrest revealed, y'all, that Marcus drove his beautiful Lamborghini truck down a set of train tracks and tried to talk his way out of the arrest by bringing up his dad. And here's what he was saying.
I am not inebriated. I'm not anything that cannot drive home. I'm not familiar with this area. I made a right. I thought I was making a right onto the highway. I made a right onto the train track.
Yes, and it's so sad, honey. And a lot of people saying this is probably one of the reasons why Larsa left him for his alleged drug use and habit and stuff like that. It's not the first time that Marcus was spotted.
Is it drugs or just drinking?
No, cocaine. It was drugs.
They found it on him?
Yes.
Oh.
And they're saying that he was at a restaurant one day, honey, and he just pulled out a scoop and just was scooping some cocaine at the restaurant.
That's normal in California.
Yeah, so you see. But I thought cocaine, you could just take it and just go on. I didn't know it impaired you or whatever.
It give you a little buzz, Gary.
Really?
That's what they
It's
do
drugs.
it for.
That's why they take it.
Oh, well, but anyway, honey, nevertheless, then he got stopped and stuff. So, y'all, but it's sad he brought it. I'm glad he didn't bring up his mama Juanita, honey, because that would have humiliated her. But we're going to follow this story and hopefully and prayerfully, y'all. That,
Why would he bring up his mama Juanita?
Well, he brought up his daddy.
That's because he's Michael Jordan.
Oh.
And they say it was even worse. He was wearing some LeBrons at the time he got arrested.
Really? Oh, Lord. Well,
man, stop.
Well, we got to pray, y'all. So, anyway, well, hopefully, prayerfully, Marcus get himself together and maybe Larsa will take him back. But it was rumored that he was seeing Eddie Murphy's ex-wife. So, I don't know. But nevertheless, we're going to keep him lifted up in prayer and hopefully everything goes well. All right, moving on to other celebrity news, y'all, while we're praying, Ricky, I don't know, this is a very sad story, too, and we're going to keep this guy lifted up in prayers. Well, have y'all spoke to Corey Holcomb lately, Ricky? Anybody heard from him?
No, what's going on?
Well, they're saying, y'all, 2 months ago, y'all, comedian Corey Holcomb, y'all, was accused of punching comedian Christina Payne in the face. Y'all know Christina Payne? They were outside at the Hollywood Improv Comedy Club, which said, you know.
No, he talks about it on his. He talked about it last night on his YouTube show.
Oh, he did.
And he said that it's on video that what he did was he mushed her because she was stalking him and aggressively pursuing him. He said he did mush her, but he didn't hit her.
Well, here's how the story goes. They're saying Corey claimed, y'all, that he was one who got punched seeking a restraining order against her. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Corey said that comic beef started back in December outside the Hollywood Improv when Christina Payne, y'all, put her hands on him as his back was turned, y'all, to her. Now, they're saying in the documents filed Monday in Los Angeles Superior Court, they said Corey also claimed, y'all, that he hurled a bunch of insults and obscenities worthy of a celebrity roast. Now, among the comments, they're saying Christina allegedly made she said, honey, that your mother is a witch, and she used the B word, and she said your manhood ain't nothing. She said that's why your wrist got broke. For the record, Corey says his wrist was injured from skateboarding, not from self-pleasurement. Now, they're saying, anyhow, Corey Holcomb claims, y'all, that Christina's boyfriend also jumped into the fray to, as Corey put it in the play Hero. Now, they're saying in his request for a restraining order against Miss Christina, Corey also claims that that she provided TMZ out with a video that only shows part of their altercation, excluding her aggression. While it's true TMZ broke the story about Christina's allegations, Corey struck her that night. They said, now, we were never again and never will post a video of their fight. Clearly, they have wildly different views of what went down that night. Now, they're saying the judge denied Corey's request for an immediate trial, but scheduled a hearing for Tuesday, which was yesterday, when they both want to be able to share their version, and the judge will decide which comedian gets the last laugh.
I mean, he just said it's all on video.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's fighting that, yeah.
Yeah, well, Miss Christina said, honey, she said she really dug and said some real vicious things, honey, about him. So, I don't know. So, we're going to keep Corey lifted in prayer, and we could get in touch with him. Maybe we could find out the truth, honey, or maybe hear from Miss Christina Page, y'all, because it's your story, my story, and the truth. So, all right, moving on. In my final story, y'all, let's continue to pray for Don Lemon, honey. He's clapping back at Kanye West, baby. Kanye West said Don Lemon was the one, honey, who told the people, honey, to take him off the carpet. And Ms. Lemon said that was not true. He did not say nothing, honey. Now, they're saying there's the rumors that Kanye and his wife, Bianca Censori, had been escorted out of the Grammy Awards after Bianca removed her mink coat on the red carpet. Now, they're saying Don Lemon claps back after Kanye accuses him, honey, of starting a rumor that they were escorted off the court. He said it all started after Kanye called Don Lemon a coon, honey, for starting a rumor, and he and Bianca were kicked out the Grammys in a post that has since been deleted, y'all. They deleted the post, y'all. Now, they said, but Don fired back and said that's a lie. He didn't do nothing. He said Kanye's people, honey, talked to him about have them leave Kanye alone. He said that's what he did, but Kanye is saying something different, y'all. So we're going to follow that story as well, too, because we love Don Lemon and we like Kanye, too. So we're going to see how this all turns out in the court of law. So let's continue.
Lord, there'll be so much going on. My
yes,
God.
It does. You see, that's why, Ricky, why you stay at home. That's exactly why you stay at home and stay out of all that mess, honey. So,
right.
Because, they put all kind of stuff out there. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is lucent. On the high end, you say lucent, and on the low end, you say beautiful white. That's your color for today.
That's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got the wake up call. 8669 Rickey, here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. You did the Gizzy, woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, go and be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
I want to send a shout out to myself from Albany, Georgia, Delaney Smith. Telling myself happy birthday. Thank God I made another day. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Frederick Fryer. I'm calling from Baker Hill, Alabama. Calling to wake up all the school kids. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
This is Annette Martin. I'm calling from Lima, South Carolina. I want to wake up my grandkids, Trinity Carson, Xavier Carson. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Kimberly Martin and Katrina Martin. Wake up and have a good day.
Wake up, wake up. If you listening on your radio. Your radio. Gang of cities tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Let them know this. Come on, Charleston. Wake up. Baton Rouge. Wake up. Tallahassee. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery. Wake up. Columbus. Wake up. And Albany. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brat.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, y'all, listen, it is Hump Day, and there's so much going on in the news. Listen, y'all, it's time for the good, the bad, and the what the hell. Up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. About that time, we do this every Wednesday. It's time for the good, the bad, and the what the hell Wednesday. We do that every Wednesday. So let's start out with some good news. Maria, good morning.
Good morning. All right, y'all. So 10-year-old Andre Trey Howard III, he was injured when a medical transport jet crashed in Philadelphia. We heard about that tragic story, injuring 24 people and killing 7 others. Trey was struck in the head with metal debris and underwent brain surgery. Initially, the boy's family was told that there was a strong chance he might not survive. But miraculously, he woke up and quickly asked about 2 pressing matters. So his father said that he asked me, Daddy, what's today? And his dad said, Monday. He said, so I didn't miss the Super Bowl. Trey then asked, Daddy, did I save my sister? So it's very sweet and endearing. One of his favorite NBA players, 76ers Tyrese Maxey, paid him a visit in the hospital. Trey cried and said thank you to everyone and asked if he was a celebrity. His dad said no. His dad said, no, son, you're a superhero. So that is very, very sweet. They also have a GoFundMe set up.
Oh, that's real nice. That's real nice. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. In bad news, Special K, hate to put a damper on this.
Yeah, well, a 7-Eleven customer in Florida used a banana to batter a store clerk. Caltavia Turner got into a verbal altercation with the 30-year-old female worker. At one point, Turner, no relation to Rocky Turner.
Not at all.
At one point, Turner became irate and picked up a banana from the cashier counter and threw the banana at the victim's face. The fruit struck the employee on the cheekbone and left a minor abrasion. The banana was not seized as evidence. Caltavia Turner, who was a stripper, was arrested for battery and booked into the county jail on the misdemeanor count.
Yeah, that probably was the 7-Eleven right there by the beach on Ocean Drive. That's the one I go in. They had the bananas right there on the counter, and I think I know the lady that worked behind the counter. I promise you, because that is a real sketchy. And you know what they do at 7-Eleven? They play a loud opera music outside to keep homeless people away. Go outside at any 7-Eleven. They play Madam Butterfly on rotation.
But what if some homeless people appreciate opera music?
No,
that might
they do
attract
not
them.
like it. They don't like it because it's loud. You know, when you laying up there all night and yeah, it's great. Appreciate that, Special K. Brat, what you got in the what the hell news?
Well, a delusional woman is reportedly on her way home from the U.S. from Pakistan after being turned down by a teenager she met online and made several pleas on social media to be sent thousands of dollars. Onijah Andrew Robinson, 33, from New York, traveled to Karachi in October 2024 to meet and marry Nidal Ahmed Meeman, a 19-year-old Pakistani man. But upon arrival, Meeman rejected her and explained that his family was opposed to the marriage, leaving her stranded for several days in Karachi as her tourist visa expired, she claims. It was reported that money was raised for her to return home, but she refused to return. Since her story appeared online, Robinson even appeared to organize a press conference in Pakistan and said this.
I'm not talking unless y'all giving me land and $2,000 or more every week. I'm getting my Pakistani passport and Pakistani ID.
What are you doing here?
Listen, I don't live here. I'm chilling.
Not taking your flight.
It's none of your business. Now go home. I told you, I'm not talking unless y'all have $5,000 a week from me.
Okay, wait.
You ain't in the United States. You better go home. You don't know what you're dealing with over there. Yeah. Pakistan was, Osama bin Laden was hiding out. You better get your butt on the plane and go home with all that entitlement. That don't work in other countries.
Yeah, something right.
She want $2,000 a week, then she want $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
Come on now.
You better go look at some Kevin Samuel videos.
What's your dress size? Why you demanding all this money? What's your dress size?
What's you trying to stay?
All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Black Tony, where you at, man?
Hey, Ricky, this Darius, man. Hello.
Yeah, what up, man?
Who is this?
You just called
this Ricky. You just said
Oh, man, I'm tripping. Man. This is a shame today, Rick. This is a straight shame.
What's the shame?
Man, well, just because you can don't mean you should. I'm finna try to head back their way now. Talking about I was trespassing at my old job.
What old job?
Where'd you work at, Darius?
I used to work at Walgreens, but let me tell you, they need to change some laws. I was on my way to work up there, and I stopped at this light. It was a long light, and the car in front of me had some young dudes in there, and they were smoking weed. Man, why? And it's something else in weed now, because that weed came from their car through their engine, out the back, outside in my car. And I sat here and got a contact.
Wait.
And then I made a mistake. It got me so high, I forgot where I was going. I went to my old job and made a mistake and clocked in up there.
So you went to your old job at Walgreens?
Yeah, and they called, talking about what I'm doing with this vest on. I ain't know. I just thought weed make you forget, and then I looked down and I had on a vest that said Clarissa.
What you said? What, Rock?
The red Walgreens vest that said Clarissa.
And that's when I knew, because I know my name ain't spelled like that.
No.
And that's what they need. It's something in this. That's why they need to stop it. This marijuana today is something else. Because for it to go out of a car, outside into your car. You ever been behind a car and smelled the weed from up there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man, that is too much. That weed done made a journey. It should have been broke down by then.
Yeah, and it came all the way in your car through the transmission.
Yes, and now I'm over here with the munchies thinking about some Black Trail mix. You ever had some Black Trail mix?
No, what's that?
What's in it?
Doritos, barbecue potato chips, popcorn, cheese snap. But I don't mess with my Black Tony no more, because one time he put some Funyuns in it, and you know you don't put Funyuns in there, because when you crunch up Funyuns, that stuff turns into sawdust.
Yeah.
It'd be good, though.
And then I knew, and then I knew I was looking at that car. I took a picture of the car. I should have reported. I got the license plate. The license plate was BLKTNY.
Wait a minute, what?
I took the license plate to report it, and because the license plate was BLKTNY.
Black Tony.
BLK.
And now, another Black History Spotlight. The year was 1878. Charleston, South Carolina was the place, and 20-year-old sharecropper's son, Leon Carson, was a hard-working, young, colored man who owned his very own horse and carriage that he had inherited from his late father after he had perished a year earlier in a tragic wild goat attack. Leon would be contacted the day before with handwritten notes from other colored people that needed to get to the farmer's market, doctor appointments, and other places. And he would go and pick them up and take them to their destination for a small fee, usually a few cents, or some fruit, depending on how long the ride was. Now, today we salute young Leon Carson as a true pioneer for what's now known as the black community's very first Uber Lyft driver. Today in Black History.
Yep. Boy, who was that singing? Who was that singing?
Donna McClurkin.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the T and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, like Ricky said, hump day. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Baby, Miss Dawn Lemon is definitely speaking out, honey. I talked about it last hour. Well, I have the audio because y'all going to hear it from Dawn's mouth. But anyway, he's responding to Kanye accusing him, honey, of starting a rumor that Ye and his beautiful wife, Miss Bianca Censori, were kicked out of the Grammys after turning up uninvited. Now, Don, honey, spoke his mind, and here's what he had to say.
First of all, Kanye, I did not start a rumor about you being kicked out of the Grammys. I actually corrected it. I saw someone on your team who asked me to correct it because it had been reported everywhere. So, first of all, get your shit straight. And you, of all people, calling me a coon? That Make America Great Again hat must be too tight on your head.
Oh, yes, baby. Baby, you don't play with the Dawn, honey. Yes, honey. Dawn spoke out, honey. He let it be known, child. I'm like, Lord have mercy. You know, Dawn had a lot of time that day, honey, so he definitely said what he had to say, and he said so. Now we're waiting for Kanye to respond again, honey, because you know Kanye don't sit very lightly when somebody say something about him and his beautiful wife.
He's not going to out-argue Don Lemon, period.
Not at all.
Yeah, you got to be at least be on the right side of whatever you're arguing about if you're going to argue with Don Lemon.
Yes, honey. So Dawn told it like it was. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Okay, y'all. Nick Cannon. Now, he's speaking out. A lot of people saying he's being very disrespectful, honey, because he's talking about Megan Good, saying that, honey, Megan Good broke his heart, y'all. Now, a lot of people saying, now, what about her man, Jonathan? Why would you say that knowing that this woman got a man and stuff like that, causing confusion? But here's what Mr. Cannon had to say.
I mean, me and Megan go way back. Like, I would say she was the first person to ever really break my heart.
Oh, give us the tea. I needed that.
What because
are
I
you
was a
saying
kid.
right now?
Because I was a kid. Like,
okay,
we were
so
kids.
what she do?
Really, we grew up like as best friends. She invited me to my first Hollywood event ever. And I was her date. You know, but then we just been friends.
So then how did your heart break?
Because I never had a chance.
He had a...
Isn't that something? He never had a chance. That's Nick Cannon, honey. He never had a chance with Megan Good, honey. She took him on his first date somewhere. They went to an event together and what have you. But, you know, she never did give him any play, as you all say in that community. But it was just, it's a sad situation, though. But I wonder what Mariah think about that.
We all remember that first chick that we couldn't get.
Yeah.
Really?
They say you forget a lot of the ones you had, but you never forget the ones that you couldn't get.
Ooh, really? My God.
Yeah, I remember mine.
I promise you can get them now, though.
You don't want them now. Then 17-year-old her and that 53-year-old ain't the same her.
It ain't. It ain't.
Well, moving on, honey. My final story has been reported out that Jay-Z and Beyonce, honey, their body language, honey, a body language expert saying that marriage might be kind of coming to an end. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the Grammy served as a time to celebrate her accomplishment and put the allegation that Jay-Z, his real name Sean Carter, currently faces on the back burner. But they're saying the body language expert said that Jay-Z looked very tentative after Beyonce went. What does tentative mean? I thought tentative means... tentative means, what, y'all smart people, everybody know what, y'all know what tentative means?
Tentative.
You're paying attention.
Oh, what it say?
Hesitant.
What it say?
You can't say that. He can't say that word.
They
hesitant.
say, tentative means done without confidence, hesitant. They say it's eventually tried a few tentative steps around his hospital room. So that means he looks hesitant. That means he had to stand still while Beyonce take the stage, because they say usually, she usually, sit there and let him go. But now, honey, he had to sit and let her go because it was her night and he was being as a good husband. They say, honey, he currently put his stuff on the back burner. And I mean, my thing is he should have looked tentative because it was Beyonce's time, and they say Jay-Z didn't stand out at the Grammy Awards, and he didn't make a huge fuss, honey, when his wife Beyonce won Album of the Year, according to Patty Woods, of the expert. Now they're saying his tentativeness to his gestures when celebrating Beyonce. They said that according to Woods, they say Taylor Swift and Jay-Z exchanged a pleasant moment during the Album of the Year announcement when it was announced that Cowboy Carter won. Swift had her head sideways and her chin jutted out as if to amp up the crowd over the win. As for Jay-Z, they said he had an interpersonal smile that differed greatly from Swift's grand gestures. Now, what's an interpersonal smile? He smiled inside,
You're giving us some big words today. It's a class.
I know, honey.
You're going to have to hit us with the definitions, too.
Yeah, so, honey. Maria, you looked up in a person?
It's a smile that is exchanged during a conversation or interaction with another person.
I need to get on my administrative duties. I apologize.
That's okay.
Thank you, Beyonce.
Thank God for the white woman in the room.
I know. But anyway,
to the rescue.
Yes, well, anyway, we just gonna pray that Beyonce and Jay-Z stay together. They say as for Jay-Z had that interpersonal smile that gestured greatly from Swift's grand gestures. They say his hold on the glass is unusual. What they said was more tentative. Now, they said the expert also noted how Jay-Z held his elbow and arm close to his side, giving the impression that he didn't want the attention on him. They say it's not lifted up to say, you're darn right. It's more like, thank you, I feel it. And it went on. So that's nice. He gave Beyonce her night, honey. And he didn't, do what men do, honey, and try to take the whole light. He gave the light to his beautiful wife, y'all, on her winning of that award. So hopefully and prayerfully they stay together.
You be killing me.
Yeah, well, Rick, that's what y'all do.
No, we don't. Go on with the Collier today.
Y'all take all the oxygen. The Collier today, honey, is what the Collier today, y'all, is lucent. On the high end, you say lucent, and on the low, you say beautiful white. That's your Collier for today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would.
And hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, your Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So excited to have the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier. He is back to help you, keep your health on track. Dr. Collier, good morning. How you feeling and what you got for us?
Good morning, Rickey Smiley.
Man, glad to hear your voice, man. We've been playing phone tag, man. I miss you, man.
Likewise, my friend, it's time, to get together and do a few things. I hope you enjoy the Super Bowl this weekend. It's going to be a great all-black quarterback event, so I'm glad of that. So, Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, Maria Moore and the Brat, thank you once again for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Ricky, yesterday was World Cancer Day, and the purpose of that is raising awareness and reducing the stigma and promoting equitable access to cancer care. So recently, I'm tying this into some recent research that you may have heard about that was connecting alcohol use to cancer outcomes. So a new report from the National Academies of Sciences and Medicine is available that noted evidence of the relationship between moderate alcohol consumption and specific health outcomes. As a matter of fact, the I'm trying to think of what his title is, or something general, wanted to put a warning on alcohol. And, they already had a warning about pregnancy and alcohol. He wanted to put a warning about, consumption of alcohol may result in cancers. And so the research does not necessarily support that. That's why that hasn't happened to this point. So moderate alcohol consumption has been defined as 2 drinks in a day for men and 1 drink per day for women. Now, you can't add them up and save them to Friday and Saturday and drink 5 or 7. That's not the way that works. So, and why is that? Why do women drink less than men? That's based on the difference between the water content of the bodies of men and women. Men have more water, so the alcohol is more evenly distributed. So that is the reason why that recommendation is there. So weight changes, the evidence for changes in BMI and the risk of being overweight and obese among women are inconsistent. So that's not related to weight gain, as people may have thought. I hear people say if you stop drinking, you'll lose weight. Not necessarily the outcome unless you're drinking a lot of high-calorie things like margaritas. Okay, cancer. The consumption of moderate amounts of alcohol is associated with a higher risk of female breast cancer compared to those never consuming alcohol. Also, the higher amounts of alcohol are associated with higher risk of colorectal cancer compared with lower amounts of alcohol consumption. So the problem with that research was they didn't have a lot of people in the study, and 2, everybody drinks alcohol. So when you have a disease state that's related to something that everybody does, then you can't necessarily have a cause and effect outcome specifically noted. So that's why so people that got excited and say, oh my goodness, I can't drink my Tito's and I can't drink my Woodford Reserve or anything else that people are drinking. Beer, wine, hard alcohols, it doesn't matter in doing so. There's been no direct result of drinking alcohol resulting in higher cancer risk. So people can calm down and relax and have a cocktail over the Super Bowl weekend and enjoy themselves.
All right, let's go to the phone show with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My wife has nerve damage, and I'm wondering, is there any natural ways or any, treatments for nerve damage besides surgery?
Yes, of course, nerve damages, inflammatory changes of the nerves. Sometimes there are issues called demyelinization. And even if you've had a traumatic injury that did nerve damage to, what's called a neurovascular bundle, that's the nerve, the artery, and the veins, then you can take things like vitamin D, omega-3 fish oil, vitamin C that will help the nerve heal and repair itself. Nerves are very good at doing that. Oftentimes you can have a nerve injury or you can have a nerve removal and your body will reconnect and ultimately you'll get a resumption of nervous stimulation and function. So those are the natural things that I would do. Get good supplements, those 3 that I mentioned.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier, good morning.
I have been experiencing pain in my knee, constant inflammation, and no orthopedic can give me any solution for this. So I'm just trying to figure out what I can do to get rid of this pain.
Okay, that pain is caused by an inflammatory condition called osteoarthritis. It basically happens to everybody. If you live long enough, 90% of the population experiences osteoarthritis. The most common joint is the knee. The next most common joint is the hip. So again, natural anti-inflammatories. And then there's a over-the-counter supplement with glucosamine and chondroitin. One name brand is OsteoBiflex, but it doesn't matter what name brand. They're all the same. So the only variation is how many you take per day. OsteoBiflex is twice a day, and some of the others go up to 6 or 8 capsules or tablets per day. It even comes in liquids in cans like a soda. So that is one of the most natural things because it literally heals the joint. Every other treatment just calms down the inflammation. And natural anti-inflammatories like curcumin and turmeric will also help. But I really like vitamin D in this situation and omega-3 fish oil. The omega-3 kind of oils the joints and gives you better movement. And then controlling and watching your weight. The less you weigh, the less your knees will bother you. And then keep moving. The more you move, the more your joints will be active and less inflamed.
All right, y'all with Dr. Collier, good morning.
I'm curious, if your partner went a little extra long on you while doing oral and you kind of swollen, is there anything you can use to reduce the swelling?
Ma'am.
Epsom salt. Soak. Yeah, just trauma, overuse, abrasion, maybe even sometimes from facial hair like a mustache or a beard. Other times just the tongue itself. So it just has to calm down, heal. It's not a problem. It's just a result. And it reminds you that, you had a good time the night before.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Lord.
Did this really just happen on the radio?
Can't you just put like a Benadryl down there?
Oh.
He said Epsom
No
salt.
Benadryl. Anti-inflammatory, I would, you can take over-the-counter Motrin, Advil, or Aleve, something like that will help calm it down. Not Tylenol. Tylenol is not an anti-inflammatory. And then I would not put anything topical. No, cause things like steroid creams like hydrocortisone can cause yeast infections. That skin turns itself over very quickly. It should be healed over in 24, 48 hours.
Have a nice day, Dr. Collier.
I didn't ask the question. I'm just answering it.
I don't know who's screening these calls. Now, y'all, sir, give us the information how you can be reached, Dr. Collier. Y'all messed up the whole segment.
I can be reached on all social media at AskAskDRMJ. Go to my website, lifeforjobs.com, and sign up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ask AskDRMJ, for videos on various healthcare topics, including the one we just mentioned. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We're looking for a winner. Who is this?
Hey, this is Daryl Lake.
Hey, what up, man?
All right, how you doing, Rick?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Where you calling from?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, man, you must be listening to us on the Vibe. Come on now. Building. Yes, sir. All right, now listen, man, we're going to play the Mike Epps movie clip of the day. And, if you name the movie correctly, you will win $500. Here's the clip.
We were all hanging over at the Bellagio.
What? We were at the Bellagio?
Yeah, we were shooting craps. You don't remember?
No, we don't remember. Because some drug dealer sold him Rooflin and told him it was ecstasy.
Rooflin, there you go with that word, Rooflin. Rooflin. What the hell is a Rooflin?
Wow, you are the world's shittiest drug dealer.
All right, can you name that movie?
Yes, sir. That's Hangover.
Congratulations! You just won $500 and you are now qualified to win the grand prize, a flyaway trip for 2 to Atlanta to see Mike Epps and a stellar lineup of comedy stars like Country Wayne, Lil Duval, HaHa Davis, and more in the We Didn't Once comedy tour. The grand prize winner gets also another $500 in spending cash.
All right, y'all, grand prize winner will be announced on Monday, but you won $500 today. Tell everybody what show just hooked you up.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yes,
Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Congratulations.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time for Fix It Jesus with the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Jackson State University's own member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Rita Brent in the building.
Hey,
what up, Rita?
What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, you're older now since the last time I was on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hey, everybody, big happy birthday to Rita Brent, y'all.
In the building.
Hey, I couldn't sing you nothing because you was out writing, out working, working the Grammys.
Yeah. I was in L.A. writing for Music Cares. It's the Grammys charitable thing, so we honor Person of the Year every year. This year we honored the Grateful Dead, and so I was writing for that show. Got to see Winona Judd, The War and Treaty, Norah Jones, John Mayer. It was amazing. So I'm back in Mississippi now, though.
There it is. Hey, we are proud of you. And what you got this morning for Fix It Jesus?
Well, happy Black History Month, first of all. Let me say I do feel like Black history is American history, but it is what it is. We have our own month, and we kicking it off great. Beyonce won Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. Now, I don't know if y'all been watching. Certain folks are real mad. They're saying she ain't country enough. Whoopi Goldberg, Beyonce's daddy, all these folks are having to come to her defense. But I figured something out, Ricky. I think they mad because they not used to hearing country music like that with pizzazz and swag. And I feel like they wouldn't be mad if she actually did country music, but it sounded like this. I think this would help them feel seen if she did the country music like this. Okay, let's hear it.
Yeah! You must not know about me. You must not know about me. I could have another you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. Baby, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. Don't you ever for a second get to thinking you're irreplaceable. My single ladies, oh my single ladies. If you like that, should have put a ring on it. If you like that, you should have put a ring on it. If you like that, you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad when you see that he wanted. If you like that, you should have put a ring on it, babe. I don't think you're ready. Don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready. Don't think you're ready for this jelly. Don't think you're ready for this. Cause my body too bootylicious. Cause my body too bootylicious. Cause my body too bootylicious. Yeah, my body too bootylicious. Oh, my body too bootylicious. For you, for you, for you, for you, for you, babe. So lay your cards down, 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 down. Say lay your cards down, 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 down.
Yeah. I think the only thing you needed was a banjo in there, baby. If you had a banjo in there, you would have probably, oh my God.
That part, which black people created. Absolutely. Beyonce belongs in country music. But I'm just saying, she's starting a tour. You know what I'm saying? Right. Maybe if she changed her tune a little bit and help them feel seen, maybe they won't be hating so bad. I don't think she should, but you never know.
But Rita, what if she hear that and decide to do that on stage with that same beat? Did she hear that and get inspired by that?
Yeah, she should call me up. I'll go on tour with Beyonce. This will be the last piece of Jesus I do.
Come on now. Right. Okay. Daddy, hey, Rita, that was stupid as hell. Let everybody know how they can find that song on your social media.
All right, at Rita Brent Comedy, RITABRENT Comedy, Rita Brent Comedy on all social media. Y'all holler at me and send me stuff for Fixing Jesus. I get a lot of stuff that be funny. Y'all send it to me. Thank you, Ricky.
Hey, Rita, I don't want to put you on the spot. That you know that the last part of that what's the damn song? You're the only one I love. Do
Love on Top.
Do the country version of the last part of that with all the key changes, with the 5 key changes and the modulation. I dare you.
Now? Want me right now?
I dare you.
Okay.
I dare you, Rita.
Finally, we get love on top. Baby, you're the one that I love. You're the one, not me. Only one I see.
But Rita,
what?
All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 24 minutes after the hour, y'all. Front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, radio family. Here's what's happening in news. As a ceasefire deal in Gaza moves into its next phase, President Trump recently announced that the U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip. In a press conference with Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu by his side, Trump had this to say.
The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it to get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
Crazy thing is he's never done that anywhere in America.
Yeah.
How you going to do it over there?
It was interesting at the press conference, Benjamin Netanyahu had a smirk on his face when he was saying that. But we'll continue to follow the story. In other news, at least 20,000 federal workers, which is roughly 1% of the civilian federal workforce, have accepted the deferred resignation offer to leave the federal government since last week. A Trump administration official told ABC News the administration had previously said they hoped 5 to 10% of the federal workforce would take the offer to announce retirement. So we'll continue to follow that one as well. All of these stories are developing. But lastly, this is very interesting. A ruling by a Washington, D.C. judge on Monday has barred the Proud Boys from selling merchandise using its name or symbols without permission from a black church. in the same city. Now, according to the decision obtained by USA Today, the Superior Court of the District of Columbia gave the Metropolitan African Methodist Episcopal Church control of the Proud Boys trademark on Monday. This comes after the church was attacked by members of the group back in December 2020 following a rally supporting Donald Trump. Now, the ruling allows the church to seize the money of the group that the group makes using through the sale, any sale, transfer, disposition, or license of the Proud Boys trademark. So that is a big move right there. They can't do nothing without the permission of that black church. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's trending on the front page. For more news and updates, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now it's time to take a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Show is pimping. Listen, man, the only thing that's bigger than the Super Bowl right now is the Luka Doncic trade. Anthony Davis still baffling everybody. Luka had his first press conference as an L.A. Laker and shared his thoughts on the trade.
That's their decision, so I have no comment on that. They made the decision. I don't know why. But that's their decision, so I can't do nothing about it.
LeBron James, man, just like us, was pretty much thought it was a joke.
I was out with my family at dinner and got the news, and the first time I heard it, I thought it was for sure fake. I thought it was a hoax.
You know what? At the end of the day, a healthy Anthony Davis on the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie Irving and the deep bench that they have could make them a better team, dog, in a weird way. But can Anthony Davis stay healthy? That's the key. Can he stay healthy?
We're finna see.
We're about to find out. I'm going to be on the sidelines sitting there waiting for this bad boy. Shout out to tennis superstar Coco Gauff, man. She donated $100,000 to the United Negro College Funds to provide scholarships for students playing competitive tennis at HBCUs, man. So big up to Coco for making that happen. That's my quick sports report right there. Bringing it Tech got the hot spot right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and this hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29 after the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. In a recent interview, Kanye West spoke on the rap battle against Drake and Kendrick Lamar, and he says that Kendrick killed Drake. He also warns people not to count Drake out. Here's what he had to say.
Well, one thing is like with Kendrick, I was like, man, why you killed my nemesis? Where's the movies if it ain't no Drake? Yeah. For me, it's like, or at least took him down for a little bit. I'm like, damn, man, it's like, it was really challenging for me to make Father Stretch My Hands and different things. And man, got work, you know, like top 5 song ever created in life. You know, I'm like, you know, you can't ever count out Steph Curry. And so that man might hit 200 points in one, you know, song or something.
What y'all think?
I'll never know what Kanye is talking about.
No, me neither. I was like, huh?
Yeah. The minute Ye start talking, I kind of tune out.
Kind of got confused on that one.
Yeah.
Everybody IQ go down.
We trying to keep up with him. I'm trying to keep up with him, like, man.
All right, y'all. Moving on. Nick Cannon's new show, Bad vs. Wild, on the Zeus Network, has some similarities to Wild 'N Out, and Viacom thinks the shows are too close, so they are suing. The lawsuit is filed against Zeus Network and accuses Bad vs. Wild of being an unlawful copy of Wild 'N Out. The lawsuit is not filed against Nick Cannon personally. However, he does host the show, and he's also an executive producer of the show, and it's in association with Incredible Entertainment, which is Nick Cannon's company. Claims from the lawsuit say that it's a wholesome appropriation of Viacom's intellectual property, including the show's format, creative and design elements, and even its host, Nick Cannon. Viacom says the similarities between the shows has led to widespread confusion since Bad vs. Wild debuted. The network claims that Bad vs. Wild damages Wild 'N Out's reputation because it features competitions based on harmful stereotypes and offensive content. So Viacom is suing for copyright infringement, trademark infringement, unfair competition, trademark dilution, and intentional interference with Cannon's Viacom contract. My goodness.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
That's a lot of different things going on. I don't know. I mean, but didn't Nick Cannon create Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, but they saying it's too similar. But if I was Nick Cannon, I would kind of push back because, he was just crying a couple of years ago, honey, when they wouldn't having him out there. So he better step back or they'll get him and he won't have a job and won't be able to take care of all those 20 children. So,
dang, you had to throw that in there, didn't you?
I definitely think he's going to always be able to take care of them kids because he always keep a job and he has a lot of things going on. He does the Masked Singer. He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we got to pray then. We just got to pray.
We got to pray.
Yeah, that's all we could do.
And last but not least, once again, y'all, Killer Mike is suing over last year's arrest at the Grammys, and he's saying that the private security services who were hired to work the event, they were just doing way too much. He said they was taking their authority for granted, and in the lawsuit, he says he was stopped by security on his way to the red carpet for photos and interviews. And despite having all the necessary credentials, he says the two companies that were hired gave their security way too much power. He says that led him to being unlawfully placed under citizen's arrest under false pretenses. He also says security physically assaulted and battered him by putting their hands on him and restraining him in full view of everyone to see. He was also held in jail for hours, and that caused him to miss out on presenting an award. He says this caused him emotional distress and public humiliation, and he is going after the security companies for damage. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note, but for more information on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. You can catch me on social media at Brat. Coming up next, we got the Praise Mixdown with the White Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.